Hey, this is James, and I just wanted to take a moment and share my thoughts again. One of the things I promised I'd do this year. One of the thoughts that I want to talk about today is love. Not necessarily romantic love or courtly love, but I want to talk a little bit higher concept of love. That doesn't mean the thoughts that we're talking about do not apply to romantic love and to courtly love, because they can be. But it's really a much bigger concept than that. Um, there are two different segments of thoughts that I want to share, so I'm going to probably break this up into two different videos. So if you like what you hear, certainly feel free to access the other video that's going to be on the same social media outlet and get a chance to look at it and listen to it. And also, please share with me your thoughts. Don't just like it, although I love that, but respond back to me, because we're talking about the thing that connects all of us together. We're talking about truly that thing that connects all human beings together. So please share with me your thoughts on that. Take 10 seconds or a minute out of your day. Share your thoughts with me. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me you like it. Tell me you're going to try it. Whatever. Just share it with me. So the first concept is not original. It's one that I first stumbled across through the Neil Donald Walsh book, Conversations with God. A friend of mine, shared that with me over 10 years ago. I've had the fortune of being able to share that book with other people just by divine intervention as to who I'm going to share it with at Christmas or the holiday season. Uh, Within the first 20 pages, there's a concept that really did change my universe and melt my brain. Every single action that we have, every action that we take has a sponsoring thought. That sponsoring thought has a deeper thought that goes underneath it. And underneath that thought, there's an emotion. And underneath that emotion, there's a sponsoring emotion. Until you get down to the very root cause of why we do everything we do. Every action, every interaction, everything we say, everything we do boils down to one of two things. You either do it out of love or you do it out of fear. It's the fear-love concept. You either fear something and you take action or reaction, or you love something and you take action or reaction. I took a moment when I read that and I allowed it to wash over me, and I began to think about the things that I've done this week, just this week. Why did I say this to that coworker? Why did I say this in my relationship? Why did I say that to my sister? Why did I say this to my mother? Did I do it out of fear or did I do it out of love? And I believe that there's a balance and a place for both. I mean, we have those emotions for a reason. But as a cognitive being, I want to try to control my thoughts a little bit more so, and I want to control my actions, and I want to try to push myself to the best person I can be. So that means trying to understand why I do what I do, and it also means trying to embrace love more often than fear. That means instead of reaching for fear first, I want to reach for love first. That means making sure that the root cause of why I do what I do is not fear of something or someone else, but it's actually love. It's actually the unbridled joy and the connection and the love that I get to share. I am blessed to be able to have and to share with the individuals around me. I found that it allows me to have an easier life, to a much more fulfilled life. I get to walk around with a smile on my face rather than a frown on my face. Uh, I don't need to jump up and down and tell anybody about the things that are going on in my universe, because there's so much joy just in the simple actions of the way that I interact with people and the way that people get a chance to interact with me. And if they treat me poorly, it doesn't mean I have to resort to fear. It means that I can continue to embrace love, because I am not going to take on their problems. I'm going to embrace my own. I'm going to embrace my positive attitude in life. One of the things we talked about is, or one of the things that I teach in one of the classes that I teach is that, I refuse to put somebody else's pebble in my shoe. I'm not going to put your problem in my shoe and walk around on it. I'm going to continue to embrace the love and the comfort that I have in that. And that allows me to be me and to influence my world, my space, the way that I love it. So think about that. And the closing thoughts on this is, I want you to think about, for today, this week, this month, If you only take a day, just take one day and think about your actions. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this out of fear? Am I doing this out of love? Am I treating my kids this way because I'm afraid of the outcome, or that I love them so much? Am I treating my parents this way because I'm afraid of what's going to happen, or I just love the way that we are? Am I treating my coworkers, my spouse, my significant other, my partner, the people at the grocery store? Am I treating people this way? Am I acting this way? Am I responding this way? Am I using these words out of fear or out of love? Let it guide you for one day, just one day, and see if it changes your universe. Hey, thanks. I'm James. Thanks for listening.